Yeah! I'm with the French pep talk boy Pascal.
Oui, oui.
Now Pascal, last night we had a big fight at the World Boxing Super Series.
Ouais.
George Groves emerged as victorious, mate, picking up the IBO strap to join his WBA strap.
Ouais.
How did you think the fight went? As expected or not as expected?
You know, Frankie B, I was a bit disappointed because I expected a better fight from Chris Eubank, you know, but fundamentally, you know, George Groves proved to be the superior boxer. He was heavier physically, you know, when I saw the opening round, I saw George Groves, Chris Eubank, and the legs of George Groves were far bigger. He looked a lot bigger.
Longer arms, longer reach.
Much better, and he boxed very well off the back foot, you know, and the jab was very well executed from George Groves.
That's right.
The lack of jabs from Chris Eubank frustrated me because to me,
that's it, and that's how you set up your attacks, from the jab.
Of course, you know, and also the planting of the feet. I felt that, you know, Chris Eubank planted his feet too much. He wasn't athletic enough. He didn't, you know, use the ring very well, you know, and fundamentally, you know, for KB, the jab is the most important punch in boxing, you know, and George Groves yesterday proved that. And unfortunately, you know, for Chris Eubank, those lead hooks, you know, were not effective against a superior boxer like George Groves. So, in essence, you know, I'm happy with the result because George Groves proved that boxing will always beat a better fighter, and that's just a fundamental of the sport. It's boxing, not fighting. Do
you think the cut that Chris Eubank Jr. sustained in the third round impacted his performance?
Well, you know, I think that the cut was an accidental headbutt, you know, and I felt that Chris Eubank could have fought with it, you know. He seemed to have bothered him a little bit, and I think psychologically he felt a bit that he needed to rush, and he made his work very messy, you know. The work was very, sorry to say, but amateurish, you know, to some extent. I didn't see the professionalism, I didn't see the calm demeanor that Chris Eubank often shows in press conferences and in his fights. It seemed to me that he was panicking inside that particular fight yesterday, you know. And he was a bit scared of George Groves' power, you know. I think that there was a knockdown, you know. Frankie B was a knockdown from the jab. I believe he was in the second round. And I felt that after that, Chris Eubank was approached the fight with a lot more caution. But to me, it was a replay of the Billy Joe Saunders fight. I saw exactly the same mistakes, you know. And Chris Eubank has not, Chris Eubank Jr. has not addressed those issues, you know. Do
you think it was a technical thing, or do you think he just got into the fight a bit too late?
I believe that Chris Eubank wasn't as confident going to the fight as he believed. I believe that once he tasted the power of George Groves, who on the night to me reminded me of a light heavyweight, felt that, you know, I need to approach with caution, and he didn't unleash the combination that we expect Chris Eubank Jr. to unleash, you know, and he fought a very cautious fight. And to me, a lot of doubt crept into his mind, and because of that, he didn't execute the game plan. We know he's a better fighter than that, but fundamentally, guys, the fundamentals, I do not believe that Chris Eubank Jr. has applied those very well. And at that level, Frankie B, you have to use everything in your artillery, including the fundamentals of boxing, the jab, of course, and the footwork.
Yeah. So what is it for Chris Eubank Jr.? Is it a new trainer, new setup?
I believe that...
Does he need to get rid of his old man from the corner?
I believe so, you know, Frankie B. I mean, look, you know, let's just look at the statistics. You know, second fight that Chris Eubank Jr. had to step up, second loss, you know, and he cannot continue to do that. Against good forward-coming fighters, you know, people that come straight forward at Chris Eubank, he's very good at applying himself, he's very good at defeating them. But when it comes to boxing and the fundamental of boxing at world-class level, Chris Eubank seems to be off the mark. And the only people that can do that, for me, in my opinion, are trainers like Virgil Hunter, you know.
Ishmael Salas would get him to move a bit better.
Would be superb, you know, because Chris Eubank Jr. has got the physical attribute. He's a superb athlete, well conditioned, trains very hard. He's got the mental capacity to adapt to the training. But unfortunately for him, you know, his current training or lack of training, you know, as shows in the big fights, you know, and he can do very well against journeymen and against people that are not so talented. But at world-class level, if he considers himself a world-class fighter, some of the mistakes he did yesterday, Frankie B, the wild swinging, it's not the kind of skill that should be shown by a boxer that claims to be a world champion, you know.
Just to conclude, Pascal, Chris Eubank Jr., is it better that he now steps down to middleweight?
I believe that Chris Eubank Jr. is a talented fighter, you know, not taking anything away from him. As you know, I do really like him. but perhaps at a much
lower weight class,
lower weight class, the middle class, at super middle he was way too small.
Yeah.
I think at middle weight he'd be a lot better. He claims that it's quite difficult for him to get to that, but I think that certainly he should look at the blueprint. He should look at what has made him quite better and what has made him a better fighter. And there's some very good fights there. You got the Charlos, you got of course the Billy Joe Saunders, and there's a lot of opportunity for
Kell Brook potentially at 154 also.
There'll be a very good domestic fight, very good British fight, and I think that Chris Eubank and the junior camp and the whole Chris Eubank camp and next generation camp need to look at the options. They're calling out Trubax, but I think that would be too early for him. I think
True life, yeah.
He needs to go in obscurity. Maybe he needs to leave the country and go and fight somewhere else and train and work his way up again. I think that's what Chris Eubank Jr. needs to do. But good luck to Chris Eubank. We want to see him again. I really like him. He brings a lot of swagger to the boxing community, and may he come back stronger. And congratulations to Geoff Gross.
Thank you, Pascal. It's always fun getting a bit of feedback from Pascal, the Pep Talk boy.
Pep Talk UK, Pep Talk boys.
Boop.